we go. Cheers, everyone. It's 5 o'clock somewhere and the market's taking a dump. Nothing like beer to make you feel better. Welcome aboard. Let's take a look. You know what you have to do? You just have to take a swig every time something you like is down. Doge, down about 1337. All right. Trade Desk from Ventura. Don't invest in them, but I like them. 25% down. Okay, what else do we got? GameStop, 10% down. Starting to foam from moving too much. That's not as good. All right, what else we got? Oh my gosh, there are too many things here. Marathon and Riot. Wait, where's Riot? I see Marathon's down 11%, but they're always together. There it is. Riot's down 10%. Marathon's down 11.5%. All right. Invitae's down 9.9. Oh, there's the XBI. Oh, Archimoto. This is a problem, folks. We're just on page 1. Oh, man. It is bloody out there, folks. Woo! Yeah. I did a video explaining why the market is down the way it is. Now this is the coping video where we take out the the crossbow here. I got the crossbow. I got the poor man's helmet. How's that? Poor man's helmet, crossbow. Not losing our minds at all in the market. Don't worry. Everything is fine. It's just a scratch. Doge down at 45 cents now, falling more than just bleeding. Trade Desk gets destroyed to under 500. We're down basically 50% from its highs at Trade Desk. Oh, man. Yeah, can we get an F in chat? No kidding. All right, let's keep going, okay? And take a sip every time something we like is down. All right, let's go to the second page. Lemonade's down 8.7%. There's so many of them, though. This is impossible. Square, Neo, DraftKings, all down 6.6 to 7%. We're done with this before we know it. Oh, Tesla's down 6.4%. There was Mind Medicine, Hut 8, Snowflake, Palantir, ARK, Bitcoin, F. What else do we got? Zillow, ARK F. ARK F. F. What else? Roblox, basically down at its IPO price. Even Buster's down now. The very good food company's down. Teradyne's down. MP Materials down. Voyager's down. Voyager was up earlier. Canopy Growth is down. U-Time's down. These guys are all down 4 to 4.5%. F. We're almost through the red, I think. Facebook, Enphase is down. PayPal, AMD, Beyond Meat, all these guys down 3 to 3.5%. Nvidia's down 3%. Churchill Capital's down 2.6%. Amazon's down 2.5%. Redfin's down 2.19%. Microvision's down 2%. We're almost done. Actually, I am done with it. I couldn't even get through the list. That's bad. It's empty. With the exception of a couple bubbles down there. Oh my gosh. What is this? This is just disgusting. Pinterest down 2% too. DocuSign's down 269. Alphabet is down 2%. Trimble's down. Shift is down. Tattooed's down. And you know what the worst part is? I'm out of freaking money. OMG. It's pretty bad. Although Coinbase is up. Look at that. Coinbase is up 12%. That's pretty cool. And Wayfair's up just out of nowhere. Wayfair, Coinbase, Peloton, these guys are up. AMC's got 3% on it. Etsy's got, 1.4%. Volatility is down from the 14% peak we had 30 minutes ago or something like that? Maybe 50 minutes ago. We were up at 14% of an increase in the volatility index. It's nuts. It's just nuts. It's ugly. It's bad. It's not good. Out of money to buy the dip. Let's see what Ethereum's doing. Ethereum's off its highs. Ethereum was obviously doing phenomenally. It hit a high of 42.1795. Oh my goodness. You know what else hit another high? It's the 10-year treasury. Look at that. 10-year treasury just all of a sudden spiked during the day. You had a nice little spike up to 1.60. Woo! Man, folks, this is tough because we are now at we're at 2.5 months into this. Actually, 2 months and 3 weeks into this. We're about to be a full 3 months in. People got taxes due next week, which sucks because, you know, that's money people could be using to buy stocks, except now the government's taking it. Now, in fairness, we do owe our bills. You should pay your bills. But aside from that, it's you got some massive inflationary fears out there, and how this is all going to unwind, nobody knows. I still have this insane belief, and I know how crazy it sounds here. I mean, the last time I took out the beer, it was like a bottom. I don't know if this is bottom or if it's just going to keep getting worse throughout this week. Once we get CPI data, we get Chinese inflation. Who knows? The point is, it's going to be weird if it ends up being true that inflation unwinds, the supply shortages go away, people go back to work, the economy starts going like normal again, and literally all of the uncertainties and fears that we have now evaporate by September, October. And if that's true, the market could skyrocket. But right now it feels so far away. And it's so weird to think about that because right now what we're feeling is so much how things felt in March of 2020. When in March of 2020, we had hold on a second. Okay, afford it. Oopsies. Okay. Okay. So, look, in March of 2020, even the end of February of 2020, things were just plummeting. And it feels so similar because you just get this feeling of like, when is it going to end? When is it going to be over? It's never going to end, right? And that's usually the time that we remember where it's like, 6 months later, we're like, dang, I should have bought more then. The problem is you run out of money. That's the problem. So it's kind of like what I did in March is kind of what I'm doing now, where it's just like, well, when you get paid, you buy. That's Thursday for me. So whenever the day comes, you go buy. But yeah, otherwise, I'm not willing to dive into margin. Certainly not on options, because you're not getting collateral. Well, most of the time you're not getting. You're not going to fulfill any kind of margin maintenance requirements, which is a problem if you go into margin for options. So, if I were buying and I were close to margin or I was using margin, well, I'd be very careful first, but I would just be buying shares. Get your quantity of shares up. These are the times where everything's on fire, where you want to go shopping a little bit, or YOLO everything into some altcoins. Just also possible. Just be very careful with that. But anyway, let's take a peek here, see what CNBC is talking about, and try to figure out what's going on in this world.
Businesses right now. So it's a fascinating little battleground happening right now, and the market doesn't want total addressable market stories with unlimited supply of these kind of ecosystems. What it wants is pricing in scarce resources in the real world as opposed to the virtual world.
Yeah, David Costin at Goldman also sounding the alarm on some of these big cap names facing regulation, higher rates, taxes. EV stocks are also under pressure today following disappointing results from electric truck maker Workhorse. Phil LeBeau with more. Phil.
Sarah, a brutal day for the EV stocks. And you mentioned Workhorse reporting results before the bell this morning, swinging to a loss. But it's the revenue that the company reported far below what the analyst consensus was. EV truck production from Workhorse also slower than expected. That stock getting hammered today, down almost 15%. Yeah. And then look at the rest of the EV stocks. They're all down anywhere 8-9%. Pick your EV stock. You want to talk about Lordstown Motors, Fisker, Canoo. By the way, Lordstown and Canoo both at 52 weeks.
Those are year-to-date numbers.
Then you have Ford with EV news today. The company announcing that it will be unveiling the electric version of the F-150 next week. They're calling it the Lightning. That'll be next Wednesday night when they unveil the F-150 Lightning. Goes into production next year.
So while all this red and blood is happening, look at the headline over at Bloomberg. S&P and Dow hit new record high.
Yield. The challenge is short term, if you have these inflationary considerations and concerns, what does that mean from a portfolio construction standpoint? And it basically means that cash and duration are punitive. So you really need to make sure that where you do have that yield, it's in non-rate sensitive parts of the market. So Caroline, like the one area that we have found is variable rate bank loans, for example, where you have some of that yield, but you're not exposed to duration, is an area where we're comfortable adding exposure. But other than that, we've really been looking to other asset classes to augment that yield.
We'll talk a little bit more about that then. I mean, interesting comment there about cash and duration. So if you're fitting yourself into the middle here as an investor, then where else do you look here to maybe protect yourself around the edges?
Crypto.
So where you can look, so one of the areas that has substantially underperformed over the past, let's call it 12 months, but generally outperformed. So in 26 out of the past 30 years, it's outperformed, are global dividend growers. So these are companies that are strong quality companies with strong balance sheet, free cash flow generation, basically all these topics that we haven't really been talking about in the past 12 months, simply because tech, e-commerce were dominating the headlines, but they're strong balance sheet companies. They tend to outperform in down markets especially. And most importantly, they're giving you this dividend yield of around 3 to 3.5%. And given that underperformance from a valuation standpoint, we're very, very comfortable adding exposure there right now.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. Look, that's my cue. Don't worry, Kristen. I am paying attention.
His face was great. Somebody's got to clip that. Oh, that was great. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this. Tesla at 629 just keeps getting better.
Gaming stocks. Contessa Brewer has those details for us. Hi, Contessa.
Yeah, it's a rough ride for a rash of gaming names today. They're well.
Oh, we're gonna pull off this. All right, let's go back to the sticks. So yeah, wow, this is something else. We got lots of entertainment here. So what do we got? Let's go back to the sticks and see if things are getting worse or better into the close. Looks like Big Digital. Oh my gosh, Big Digital is gonna go sub $1. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. They ran to $4. They're about to go sub $1. That's crazy. Dogecoin's bleeding out right now. It looks like it's going straight for that 40-cent line. We've got UAVS going down 13.92% here. BTX down 13.9%. We got, what else do we have here? The Honest Company falling another 13% here after the IPO. We've got, what else? Express is down. Marathon Digital, Riot, these guys plummeting. Lemonade down 10%. Now at 70. Forget being under 80. It's going under 70. Woo! EXPI down 8.2%. Endeavor, Bumble, SunPower, these guys getting wrecked all here at about 7% down. Square, wow, Square's going under 200 soon. Woo! Square going down to 216. Yikes. Down 7.14%. Clever down 6.9%. We've got a Neo down 6.5%. Whoa! Neo's at 34. Oh, man. These are the times you wish you were Warren Buffett with just like a load of cash. Except Warren Buffett's probably just coddling his cash right now. Oh, man. So then we've got, let's see here, Bitcoin down. Ooh, Bitcoin falling here down to 55.5. Keep in mind, the cheaper some of these tech names get, the more people start wondering, like, wait a minute, why be in Bitcoin when it's traded sideways for the last 3 months? Why not go buy some of these oversold techs? I don't know. Speculation. Who knows? The Bitcoin is a little bit more correlated to tech than not. But Bitcoin is very opposite correlated to the Dow. So it's just kind of interesting. Dow is up today. Bitcoin's down. Makes sense. This is historically what we've seen as well. Tesla sitting down at $630. OMG. Snowflake down 6.04%. ChargePoint is down 5.88%. CRISPR Therapeutics down 5.8%. Jeez. Roblox basically back at IPO pricing here. We got Spotify down 4.72. MP Materials down 4.5%. Facebook is down 4%. Enphase basically down 4%. PayPal's down almost 4%. Twitter's down 3.66%. Nvidia's down, coming off those crazy highs when we ran over 600. AMD has been sitting at $80 for months, like 6 months, and now the thing's selling down to what do we got? $76 and trending down. Netflix moving down. Churchill back to $18.65. Got the Cheesecake Factory down 3.15%. Moderna's down 2.75%. DocuSign's down. Apple's down 2.5%. Uber, Alphabet, Chipotle, it's everything. I mean, really, with the exception of some of these things here, Coinbase, Ocugen, this is the volatility, so it doesn't matter. Affirm's gotten spanked enough. Peloton's gotten spanked enough. Wayfair's not bad. Like, Wayfair's kind of around those levels we saw Wayfair at, over the last few months. So that's not that big of a deal. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, what else do we have? So then we've got AMC. AMC is struggling here, kind of selling off into the close. Oftentimes, by the way, you see this at AMC because the traders are closing out their positions. It's super normal. The traders start seeing a little bit of a red trend, and then they just dump for the end of the day. Not uncommon. Dropbox actually doing decently here, sitting at 25.4. Things traded up a couple bucks over the last few months, but hey, it beats being down a ton. You've got Etsy up about 1%. Yeah, even Etsy and Walgreens kind of falling into the close here. Even Steel Dynamics falling into the close. Ooh, that is a juicy day. It is a juicy day. You got even Trade Desk starting to do worse here. Oh, Big Digital doing even worse, down 2.2%. I'm sorry, 22.2%. Dogecoin still bleeding, down 17.6%. We got Workhorse down 15%, and we are coming in hot, I should say, for the closing bell. Let's get on over for the closing bell. And it is the first day that CNBC is back at their desk at the NYSE. Let's listen in.
It is the NASDAQ that is down the most, 2.5% to be precise. The NASDAQ 100 down a little further, as we've been discussing all through the show. It is big cap tech that is down the most. The likes of Apple down 3%, Alphabet down 2.5%, Amazon down 3%.
Is it just me, or can I not really hear the guy, but the bell is so loud?
With Tesla down 6.5%. At the close, Sarah, we do have all three of the major averages in the red. The Dow down 0.1%, S&P down 1%, and the NASDAQ down 2.5%.
Just lost a lot of steam there into the close, brought the Dow lower as well. Welcome back, everyone, to Closing Bell. I'm Sarah Eisen, along with Wilfred Frost and Mike Santoli, CNBC senior markets commentator. Take a look at how we finished up the day on Wall Street. The Dow got hit the least hard of the bunch. In fact, was positive all day long. We were tracking for another record close, but look, it took a spill into the close, down 32 points. But it has kept up that pattern of outperformance against the S&P and the NASDAQ. Take a look at the broader S&P 500, where you did see the tech sectors and everything that goes along with it, consumer discretionary and communication services, all lower. The S&P dropping 1% on the day. The NASDAQ took the biggest spill, down more than 2%, 2.5%, continuing its recent slide. Technology selling off, everything from software to semis to big cap tech to momentum names. The ARC Innovation Complex down, that ETF down more than 5%. The Russell 2000 Index of small caps down 2.6% on the day. Investors are now set for another busy hour of earnings after the bell. We'll have instant analysis.
Affirm
Results from Wynn, Roblox, first time since going public. Affirm, Novavax, Virgin Galactic, as soon as they are all released. Plus, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg on the weak April jobs report and whether Congress will be able to reach a bipartisan infrastructure deal. First up, Jason Snipe from Odyssey Capital Advisors still with us. Allie McCartney from UBS Private Wealth.
All right, well, what were some of the names? I got Roblox, Virgin, and Wynn. Do we want anything else for earnings? We'll pull up earnings and I'll get those. So again, I have Roblox, Wynn, and oh gosh, Wynn just came out. Dang, that was fast. Okay, Wynn comes in, reports a loss per share of $2.53, reports revenue of $725.8 million, reports operating revenue miss, that's a miss, $725.8 million versus estimates of $756.9. That is a miss at Wynn. Wynn misses. Affirm. Yes, let me get Affirm up as well. Thank you for that. Was there any other one that y'all wanted? I have Affirm up now. So Wynn just missed. That's a decent miss. I mean, that's 25 mil. Okay, yeah, 3% miss, something like that. They were expecting a loss of 2.02 adjusted, came in at 2.41. We have, let's see here, Wynn actor. Okay, whatever. All right, nothing yet from Virgin, Roblox, or Affirm. So let's go ahead and see how Wynn is doing in the afters here. Let's go ahead and pull them up. In the afters, Wynn is up 1% in the after hours. Okay, so you mean to tell me Apple and all these companies beat crazily and they drop like nuts. They drop like a rock. Wynn misses and goes up in the after hours. Right. Yes, sir, Mr. Market. This all makes sense to me now. Or we just beat everyone to the news and it hasn't updated yet. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right. What am I doing now? I don't know what I'm doing now. Oh, the other ones. Yeah. Okay. So Wynn misses. Let's go listen to the other ones. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Wynn misses. Virgin Galactic's not out yet. Roblox not out yet. Affirm is not out yet. We can listen to CNBC's talk about it.
The company reported $3
Oh, Novavax is out too.
per share compared to estimates of $3.60 per share. On the top line, $447 million compared to estimates of $234 million. Now, notably in the release, there is no U.S. phase 3 trial results quite yet. They know that those will be delivered in the, quote, coming months, sometime in the second quarter. They also say that they plan to evaluate the vaccine in younger populations, ages 12 to 17, and that they are continuing to bolster or to evaluate their booster strategy to address the evolving pandemic. They also announced today, earlier this morning, that their combined flu and COVID vaccine did create functional antibodies in hamsters. However, on the supply side and being able to deliver these vaccines once they do receive approval, they did revise that capacity down to 100 million doses per month by the end of the third quarter of 2021. They said that the remaining capacity is expected to come online in the fourth quarter to support 150 million doses per month. But in after hours trading, that stock up 3.8% right now, guys.
I'm going to pull down here for a moment. Folks, I don't want to be like the bearer of bad news, but I'm going to say this, okay? And this is, I think, very, very important to pay attention to because we talked about this last week. Okay, last week we said there is a very real chance that the S&P 500 sells off and we get an everything sell-off. So I'm talking S&P sells off, everything sells off, crypto sells off, everything sells off. Everything goes back to a new low. And then we start with the best, highest quality companies on the recovery, which I would anticipate those to be the hot consumer discretionaries in tech if everything falls off, does sell off. I don't know if that's going to happen, but today, I don't know, but if that were going to happen, and let's say today we're kind of a potential start to something like that, it means you got more pain ahead because tech's going to fall with it. It's going to keep going with it. Now, no guarantees. Who knows? Maybe today was peak fear, I don't think so. I mean, I know the oil pipeline thing's bad. I did a video about that and some of the other things the Fed said and that. Watch it if you haven't seen it yet. But, yeah. All right, anyway. So Virgin Galactic, Q1 revenue, $0 versus $0.24 million a year over year. Okay, whatever. So no revenue. Roblox revenue of $387 million with a loss of 46 cents per share. Revenue up 140% over the prior year. I don't know what the estimate was. Affirm just came out with 200. Oh, wow. Affirm did well. Q3 revenue at 230.7 mil versus the estimate of 198. So Affirm beat. I don't know what the estimate was for Roblox. Let me see if I can try to get it here. Consensus overview. Can I just get earnings and estimates? Here we go. Earnings and estimates. So the estimate for I don't know. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so Q1 consensus. I don't know if I have that right. That's 75. I don't know. I don't know about that. Okay, I'll wait to find out an alert here on what the estimate was. But Roblox is I'm just now getting this information. Daily active users 42.1 million, up 79%. Revenues up 140% over prior year. Revenue Q1 again 387 million. Daily active users 42.1. Got it. And no updates yet from Virgin other than basically zero. More updates from Affirm. Affirm did beat on their revenue number. We've got revenue of 215. Okay, guidance. Guidance also beat. Okay, so we got a double beat on Affirm so far. Revenue beat and a guidance beat. That's very good so far for forecasts over at Affirm and their current. So Affirm did well. Roblox had 98% increased engagement year over year. Bookings of 652.3 million. Okay. Virgin Galactic says pandemic is still causing delays for its business. It's evaluating its next test flight, but no news to give now. Nothing yet on, I think Simon Property Group is also coming in, but I'm not sure. Oh, hold on. Okay, sorry. I saw something. I'm like, oh no, I gotta reply to that. Okay, so we know Win missed. Can somebody give me an estimate? There we go. For I know that Affirm had a double beat, but I have no idea about whether or not what the estimates were for Roblox. I'm sorry, it's not one I invest in. I just don't have the estimates. So, oh well, we'll see what happens. Well, I'll see what else comes to the table. What we can do is let's go ahead and look at the sticks really quickly here. I want to see. Yeah, I know crypto's been falling. Yeah, we got Doge. See, I'm telling you, Doge, I mentioned this earlier. Doge is kind of heading towards, let's just look at the after hours here. So Doge is heading towards that our last support line of about 40 cents. In the aftermarket, we've got Virgin Galactic down 3.5. It's not a surprise. Win's actually not down that bad. Did I just see Affirm is down here? No, where is it? Yeah, Win's only down about 2%. It's not so horrible, honestly, for the miss they had. Because they had a miss. Oh, thanks, Tommy. Appreciate the $5. Been following you since you were at 100K subs. Wow, that's really cool. That's like 2019. That's awesome. Thank you for that. SPG earnings. Let me see if I have them up yet. By the way, I do want to just quickly. It's not my bare opinion on Doge. Chill out, bro. Just because I'm saying I think it's heading to the support line of 40 cents doesn't mean it's my bare opinion on Doge. All right, so chill out. All right, where were we? Simon did just report. Okay, Simon Property comes in Q1 EPS of 136. We got Q1. Hold on. Let's see. Sees fiscal year. Okay, here we go. Simon Property Q1 comes in at 248 versus estimates of 226. That's a beat. Simon Property Group beats and raises full year guidance. That's good. Okay, here are more details on Affirm. Let's listen to this on Affirm. But Simon Property Group did beat as well.
They do mention Peloton, guys, a huge customer for Affirm. They, of course, had that treadmill recall. That is part of Affirm's guidance here. They mentioned the recall of the Tread Plus and Tread products. That's looking like about a $3.5 million reduction to revenue estimates going forward. Gross merchandise volumes, GMV, came in at 2.3 billion, up 83% year over year. Active merchants, meanwhile, nearly doubled year over year to 12,000. They now have 12,000 merchants. Customers, meanwhile, grew about 60%. Shares pretty much flat here after hours. Guys, back to you.
Oh, here's an estimate. Roblox came in with a loss per share of 46 cents versus a 44-cent estimate. That does mean they missed slightly on the estimates. Here we go.
Q1 results here, a loss of 46 cents with revenue up 140% to 387 million. Not clear if that's comparable to what the street was looking for.
It's a miss, a 2 cents, broski. I just got it.
Million. And average daily active users, they see up 79% to 42.1 million. Remember, heading into this print, this stock was down about 10% in May. It was off about 20% from its all-time high. Conference call is tomorrow morning. Back to you all.
That's weird.
Josh,
See, it's funny. Remember how I said, like, I wasn't sure if it was missed or not? And then they said that too. They're like, not sure what Wall Street was expecting. I beat him to it. I love it. Interestingly, though, Roblox is up. See, Roblox missed, but it's up. They just showed it too. It's up 3. It's bouncing. Up 2 1/4. Sorry, 2 3/4 to about 3.5 is kind of where we've been bouncing around for Roblox. It's it's barely a miss, and it's really, honestly, it's phenomenal growth, and it's probably the daily active user growth that's kicking butt. Virgin Galactic, on the other hand, though, plummeting 10% here. National Beverage Corp down 6.22%. Ocugen giving up a couple percent, but it had like a 10% gain today. Yeah, it was up like 10% today. Microvision giving up a little bit more. Mind Medicine giving up a little bit more. Simon Property Group beats, yet still goes down. Yikes. It's just classic right now. After hours red here. All right, what else here? The cannabis ETF. I feel like this never lasts. I see this sometimes, the cannabis ETF. It's like, oh, it's up 8.5% after hours. I think this is like they're rebalancing or something, and then it gets misreported because it never ends up holding on to that the next day. So I would ignore that. But Roblox actually doing well on this. This is really good. It did miss on the EPS, but that's okay because of the growth. So no worries here. Let's see what else here. Let's take a look. Where's Affirm? Affirm. Okay, Affirm's up 0.5%, so that's okay. Tesla's flat. And yeah, all right, what else we have? Let's go back to the 10-year, yeah? So let's see the 10-year. Okay, we looked at Simon. We looked at Affirm. Where's our 10-year? Here we go. 10-year back under 1.6. Folks, mark your calendar for this if you haven't yet, okay? That is, what day is today? May 10th. Okay, so mark your calendar for May 12th. That's Wednesday. Wednesday, 5:30 a.m. California time. I will be live reporting the CPI data. The CPI data and expectations for... well, I guess not expectations, just going to be the data for the month of April. Also, keep in mind, because I hired a marketer to help me change pricing and stuff like that on the course, I have screwed up. And so we have extended the coupon to the moon. So if you were still looking to get in, you can still use that. Now that I do have someone hired, though, we're probably going to raise the pricing more than we were expecting to. But it's gonna help me make sure I have more time available for course members and some chatting, whether that's in our chat or on our live streams. I really enjoy that, and I want to get more content into. So that's gonna help get something else off my plate. Anyway, also I have 5 video folks already hired. We're gonna have like a whole compound. We're gonna have LAN parties with videographers, and we're gonna do like group airsoft. I don't know, that'll be fun, but we'll see. Anyway. Okay, so what did I want to look at now? I want to look at the cryptos. Cryptos. Yeah, let's see what's going on over here. So Doge bleeding a bit. It is recovering off the 43. Yeah, recovering off 42.8 right now. It is recovering. And hold on a sec. Okay, so Doge is recovering. It's at about 0.44 right now. It's kind of trending back up, which is good. But look at Ethereum. Ethereum just gave up $400. We went from, where were we? About 41.75 to 3,700. That's actually about 5. Okay, so Ethereum did plummet. Trying to recover. We'll see where this goes. We want to keep an eye on this because we are getting a little bit of a sell-off here. We got, no, Doge still trying to push up. So Doge recovering right now. Ethereum's thinking about it. BTC is also thinking about it. It's at its bottom right now, about 54. Not quite its bottom, but it's close to its bottom right now. Okay. Let's see. I want to listen to Sarah for a moment. What does Sarah got for us?
A loss of 46 cents. Daily active users growing 79% from last year. Let's bring in Brandon Ross from Lightshed Partners and John Freeman from CFRA. They both have a buy rating on the stock, which has really taken a beating, John, since going public. And
I want to listen to Bloomberg instead.
The issue is in the near term that the bill supply is still, Treasury is still cutting its bill supply. So, you know, you have this combination of less bill supply, you have more money heading into the money market funds, and so that's more cash they have to put to work. So you're really seeing a market that's just going to continue to be squeezed, and I don't think that really resolves itself until the second half of the year, maybe until after we get through whatever debt ceiling drama comes our way. But
September, October.
In terms of tapering, Romaine, I think we're a bit of a ways off in thinking about it. And I think the Fed continues to make that clear that they will not they're just not ready to discuss tapering.
Alex Harris, always great to get your view. Thank you, Bloomberg FX and rates reporter. Meanwhile, check out what's happening in crypto. Flash crash? Nah, just a bit volatile. But I mean, Bitcoin off by 5% all of a sudden, but Romaine, Ethereum is, I mean, seeing a bit of a move. EOS, like down 13%. Ethereum Classic off by 16%. And look to those suddenly, mood music turned pretty sour there as well.
Yeah, not really clear what the news is. I guess with crypto, you don't always need news for a move like this. But it's definitely something we'll keep an eye on. We should point, there was some reporting a little bit earlier by Katie Greifeld about some interpretations of Gary Gensler and his views on Bitcoin and crypto ETFs.
Pouring a bit of cold water on some of that enthusiasm there. Meanwhile, let's get outside the world of crypto, outside the world of financial markets. The first word news. Here's Mark Crumpton.
Caroline, thank you very much. President Biden says the United States.
Okay, let's go ahead and pull off this. Yeah, so I mean, this is really okay. We are still getting a little bit of that bounce on Bitcoin. Bitcoin now showing the same bounce that Ethereum and Doge are exhibiting. All three of these now recovering. So maybe that's a buy the dip opportunity here, but we've got new support levels here. Let's go ahead and mark these. I'm gonna mark at 43 on Doge. I'm gonna mark on Ethereum. I'm gonna go ahead and grab 37.13. We're gonna mark these because we literally just saw all three of them bounce off the same level. To me, that's a mark point. If you're using Webull, I would mark that. If you're not using Webull, I would recommend you go to metkevin.com/Webull. And when you use that link and deposit $100, they will give you up to $1,850 in free stocks. It'll be 2 free stocks. Usually the second stock is worth more than the first, so you have to wait for that second one to clear or your money to clear. But anyway, I'm marking these spots. I'm marking about 54.3 on Bitcoin. And I really want to keep an eye on this. I want to see, are we going to flatten here? Are we going to trend back down and break through this support level? Is it going to become a resistance level for us? Are we getting a resistance level right now at 54.8? Are we getting one at 38.50 on Ethereum? Where's Doge? Yo, Doge. Here we are. About 44 on Doge. So, these things to pay attention to here. In the after hours, we do see Roblox kicking butt here, although wouldn't be a shocker to see it dip again because it always seems to rubber band no matter what happens to that IPO pricing. It's bizarre. We've got, let's see here. This is interesting. Equity risk premium record low.
Yeah, John, whether a smaller corporate.
I missed it. I already know what they're going to talk about. I was just going to have Sarah explain it, but because that's me just being lazy. I'll explain it, okay? This morning, there was a report out that says the risk premium that you are paying for stocks right now, including consumer discretionaries and techs, is at record lows. In other words, you're paying low levels based on the potential for further declines. In other words, like the risk of much further declines is lower than what you could see on the upside. So yeah, let's see here. All right, one sec. Okay. So that was interesting to me. I don't know if I think we still have a lot of volatility ahead of us because of the potential for more bad news. It was kind of like the Bloomberg reporter that we saw about 5 minutes ago, how they're saying, hey, we're looking at maybe getting through this in the second half of the year, which second half is July. That means May, June could still be disgusting. And I totally agree with that potential, especially since, and I know it sounds crazy. It's like, oh, well, sure you did. Look back at my videos in December and January. I talked about this potential for an inflation-related sell-off. And more recently, well, even then, I was saying that expect that crazy volatility. But then if inflation doesn't manifest for the long term the way people think it will, we'll see a rebound. And so that's very consistent to, what we think. It's just a matter of, crap, we got to go through the HE double hockey sticks between now and then. And it sucks. Now, so far, crypto has been a safe haven. Poshmark and after hours right now. Poshmark down 5.34%. Why? Who knows? Virgin Galactic was down as much as 10%. It's only down 4% right now. Vuzi's down another 3.5%. Got Coinbase down about 1.18 in the after hour. Nowhere near, the gains Coinbase had today was up like 10%. So really, really good. But let's go ahead and look at the ethers and that again. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, see, it almost feels like we're hitting a little bit of a ceiling here. We're potentially range bounding here. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens with crypto. Nah, Ethereum's breaking through. So that's good. I think all of them are going to keep pulling up here. Just a short temporary slowdown. And we might continue to pull up here on Doge, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. So that's good. We'll see how long this lasts, though. But yeah, I would definitely keep an eye on the crypto markets right now. See, is this just going to be a short-term little volatility bout, which oftentimes it is in crypto. It usually just rebounds right away. Or if we start breaking some of the support levels that we drew here. But in the meantime, yeah, just be prepared. If you are buying stocks right now, buckle up, okay? You're going through the HE double hockey sticks, and you need to know that. Like, you need to buy and then look at it, go, I'm down the next day. All right, I guess I'm buying more. The only downside is if you ran out of money. So listen, what's Simon Property Group. Let's hear this really quick because it helps us for recovery.
Street was looking for 96 cents. Revenues slightly above analyst expectations at 1.15 billion. Now the full year earnings guidance is now a raised range of 447 to 457, excuse me. And the street had been looking for 417. However, because of this very large beat this quarter, that sort of encapsulates that raise. We should note that the occupancy rate for the mall operator, Simon Property Group, 90.8% at the end of March, and the base minimum rent per square foot was at $56.07. That's a slight increase, 0.6% year over year. CEO David Simon has a quote where he talks about increasing profitability and cash flow growth, increasing shopper traffic, increasing retailer sales, and leasing.
That's how everyone feels about cash flow today. It's cash flow because the market's so red.
At about 1.5%, which is about the amount that they had gained during the session before the results were reported. Sarah and Will, back over to you.
Yeah, well, that's good for Simon Property Group. Folks, good bounce on the crypto front. Seriously, this is good. This is sustained. We had a slight little slowdown moment there, but good sustained bounce here. Very good. We drew this line. We've been watching it since the bounce, and we've got a nice bounce here. So, that was a buy the dip opportunity here. Potentially still is. That's a good bounce. Bitcoin now bouncing as well as Doge and Ethereum, but they all move down together. They're all moving up together. So nothing unique to like Doge or Ethereum or whatever in this case here. Okay, good. So we talked earnings. We talked about this. Let's quickly look at the 10-year treasury here. What do we got? Back to 1.6. We've got, let's see, I got a little alert there that said blue chip stocks enter correction territory. We'll see if this expands over to the indices. So far, the indices have been pretty dang insulated, with the exception of the NASDAQ, of course. Anywho, hold tight, folks. Diamond hand, stay strong. Get yourself a crossbow if you need to. I got one too. Look at this. I got a crossbow. I got a helmet and anything to motivate to stay strong. Okay, let's go out there and fight. All right, folks, I gotta go. Thank you very much for being here. We will see you in the next one. Goodbye. If you have not yet watched my video, by the way, about what's going on in the market, watch that and use that coupon code for the courses, which we had to extend briefly. I talked about that and why earlier in the video. Use that coupon code link down below.